Welcome friends, welcome to Datta Biology class. Today we will be discussing on reproduction in flowering plants part 3, and this is the last episode of this reproduction of flowering plants. Prior to this we have already completed pollen grains and on the other side the female gametophyte we have produced. Now we will start directly, and it can be divided into two parts. Number A, growth of pollen tube. So here we have seen that ovary, style and stigma. The pollen grains which have been produced falls on the stigma. The pollen grains have two layers or two protein, the exine and intern. And here the nucleus is there. So the pollen grain at the two-cell stage, we have said at the two-cell stage, it comes out from the anther. So what is that stage? This is the pollen grain in time, and this is exine. Here, this is exine and intern. And the nucleus, one vegetative nucleus is there, and one male gamete, lane-separated male gamete is there. This is male gamete, surrounding by a wall, and I have told you that this male gamete floats in the cytoplasm of the vegetative cell. Vegetative cell is a bigger one. Now, when this pollen grain falls on the stigma, a small outgrowth, that is, this intine protrudes. It is a cytoplasmic outgrowth. This protrudes outside. When, as and when it reaches the stigma, falls on the stigma. So, but if it falls on the stigma, it may fall because of the air and some other factors, the pollen grain may fall. So this pollen grain secretes some sticky substances. Pollen grains secrete some sticky substances. So this sticky, with the help of this sticky substance, they remain attached on the stigma. This is stigma. And as and when it sticks here, the pollen tube protrudes out from the germ pores or slits, and the entire contents of the microspores comes inside the pollen tube. So here I will write the pollen tube. I am making it a bigger one. When the pollen tube comes inside, it comes like this. And the entire contents comes in the pollen tube. Here, the vegetative nucleus comes first. This is called vegetative nucleus. Here, this one, the bigger one. The vegetative nucleus comes at the tip. It is seen, followed by the male gamete. Followed by the male gamete. Suppose this is male gamete, not gamete, male nuclei, not yet gamete. Followed by male nucleus. At this two-cell stage, it falls and grows, and these entire cytoplasms are here. How does it penetrate? The pollen tube secretes some enzymes. The pollen tube secretes enzymes. The pollen tube secretes enzymes which hydrolyzes the tissue or the cells of the stigma of the style and the ovary. So it hydrolyzes, means digest. It digests the food materials present inside the stigma, cells, stigma tissue and styles tissue. It penetrates, as and when it penetrates, it hydrolyzes and digests the food materials present inside. Clear? Now, vegetative nucleus comes first, followed by generative nucleus. This is vegetative, this is generative. So vegetative nucleus followed by generative nucleus, as if this will be the male gamete ultimately. So it is being protected by this vegetative nucleus, as if the pilot car is coming first and the ministers are coming later. Now, during this period, the generative nucleus mitotically divides into two. I am writing here mitosis divides into two. It is male gamete, and this is another one. So it mitotically divides into two. So one male gamete, two male gamete, followed a vegetative nucleus is there. Now what happened here? Here we have come across that this is known as thalamus, on which the ovary style stigma follows, and here is stalk-like structure. Again, one integument, and another integument are there. Here also, this is stalk. Here one integument and another integument is there. And here what we have seen, there was embryo sac. Clear? Embryo sac. Embryo sacs initially had one nuclei. It divides. One nuclei goes here in the chalaza end and another nucleus in the micropylar end. And this nucleus divide twice and forming four nucleus here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have said in the last class, out of these four nucleus, one nucleus comes here and one nucleus comes here. These are called polar nucleus, or this fuses to form a fusion nucleus or secondary nucleus. Now, there are three nucleus rest here, and here also one egg, big one egg supported by two security guard called synergids, two synergids. This is called egg apparatus. These are called antipodal cells. We have seen antipodal cells. These are called egg apparatus. So out of this, one egg is there, male gamete. Now it is the male gamete, female gamete. Sorry, this is the female gamete, and these two are the male gametes. Clear? This is one male gamete, another one. This one is. This is because of the mitosis division of the generated nucleus. Two male gametes. I have not drawn again. Simply two male gametes are there. So two male gametes, one female gamete is there. Clear? Now the pollen tube enlarges. What is the fate of this vegetative nucleus? It is seen at the last part that vegetative nucleus is of no importance after it penetrates the wall. And since it is a rudimentary one, it degenerates. Vegetative nucleus degenerates. It degenerates. I am writing here D-E-G-E-N-E-R-A-T-E-S. The vegetative nucleus, being a rudimentary one or vestigial one, it disappears. And now these two male gametes come through this pollen tube. This is the pollen tube. It comes through the micropylar end. So the pollen tube enters the micropylar end. Prior to entering it, its vegetative nucleus disappears because of its rudimentary nature or vestigial in nature. Now, whenever it is coming, the two male gamete is coming here. The two male gamete is coming here. The two male gamete is coming here. And out of the two male gamete, one male gamete fertilizes it. So there is N and N, 2N. 2N zygote is produced. Clear? 2N zygote is produced. This zygote is the future seed. So one male gamete fuses with this ovum N2N, and here what happens? This secondary nucleus 1N and 1N, it may fuse or may not fuse. So if it fuses, it becomes N and N. 2N is there, and another male gamete fertilizes or fuses with this secondary nucleus, forming a primary endosperm nucleus. Primary endosperm nucleus, which actually triple N, 3N. This is endosperm. It supplies the food of this zygote. This zygote divides, redivides, and it grows. As it grows, it gets food from this endosperm. In coconut, we take the white portion, that is endosperm. So this endosperm, primary endosperm nucleus, also get bigger and bigger. They supply the nutrition to this zygote, and this zygote ultimately forms seed, and it becomes a fruit. This is all about fertilization. Now, one question or two question comes: what is triple fusion? What is triple fusion. Triple fusion means here one polar nuclei, another polar nuclei fuses, one fusion. One male gamete fuses, second fusion. And here also fusion of ovum with the male gamete. So there is a case of triple fusion. Sometimes it may come. And another term is known as double fertilization. In angiospermic plant, it is seen that the two male gametes produced from the generative nucleus, one of them fertilizes the ovum. It is known as syngamy. So this is the single fertilization, and another male gamete fertilizes here. So this is a second fertilization. So this is known as double fertilization. It is encountered in angiospermic plant. Clear? Up to this, the reproduction in flowering plants is over. But it doesn't come in as a whole. As a whole, they will not award you 10 or 15 marks. Only they will give you 5 marks, 2 marks. So as per marks, you should write. And in short, you can write that in 3 or 4 sentences, you can write this. Microspora produced in the microsporangium, and in the microsporangium, the spore mother cell or microspore mother cells are produced. It undergoes meiosis to produce two nucleus. Again, it produces 1, 2, 3, 4 nucleus. Clear? So these out of these 4 nucleus or nuclei, the antherpods and antherpos ladder. This is anther. And these 4, out of this we have taken 1, that is 1 generative nucleus, 1 small vegetative nucleus is produced, and this forms an outer exine and inner exine. These are called microspores. When this microspore falls here, in. Now you will see here in short that in the ovary or in the placenta there occurs a growth called nucellus, and one of the cell of the nucleus functions as a megaspore mother cell directly, or indirectly you can say an archiosporial cell, anteriotal cell, or you should restrict that some archiosporial cell divide and it becomes megaspore mother cell. Simply write megaspore mother cell. Clear? This megaspore mother cell then divides by meiosis and again by mitosis. They produces spore. So here they produces in the nucellus. I have seen that there are 4 cells. They are called tetrad. Out of these 4, 3 degenerates and 1 becomes the embryo. Embryo cell, and that nuclear device produces a nucleus. So here what happens? Out of the 4 megaspore produced, 3 degenerates, 1 grows. And here the 4 grows as a pollen grains. So pollen grains are bigger in number and my megaspore mother cells are smaller in number. This megaspore mother cell, out of the 3 degenerates and 1 become the embryo cell. Within the embryo cell there are 2 these nuclei. These 3 nuclei called antipodal cells. These are called egg apparatus, and the pollen tube comes here for the micropylar end and uses. Simply in 3 or 4 sentences or 5 sentences, you can complete that one. And if the number is more, you can detail this. Please go through my reproduction in flowering plants 1, 2, and 3. Everything will be detailed discussed. Thank you. Till then, take rest.